Welcome back to the basement, everybody. I'm your host, Mike the Nose, Michael Gutierrez. So, you have the 2014 Olympics in Sochi. And if you don't know where Sochi is or who Sochi is, who is Sochi anyway? It's in Russia, right? So, there's the Winter Olympics are there this year. Now, it is crazy because you're getting terrorist warnings now to the athletes. You know, the Olympics have been around for years. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And the best of the world, they come together and they play for their country. They compete in numerous sports. You know, you have the Winter Olympics, so you have skiing and bobsled. And speaking of bobsled, you got Jamaicans on a bobsled. That's going to be interesting to watch, right? Hey, man, one of the way. But forget, I can't be Jamaican. But I love them, though. I was there not too long ago. So you have all of these athletes coming together from all over the world. And this is the first time where you actually feel tension. You actually feel nervous for the athletes. I mean, the athletes, they're coming to play. They're coming to compete for their country. And now you have the Taliban warning everyone to stay away, or there are going to be bombings, and there's already been bombings near there. So, look, if the Taliban are so tough, why don't they invent or join a sports team and compete that way? I mean, that's where you really can be able to say, hey, we beat you or you beat us. And at the end of the day, it's okay. You played your heart out, you toughened it up, but no. And then you get to live another day. Now you have three, what they call black widows. So they're ladies who have lost their husbands in the fight. I don't know if they fight because they don't fight fair. They go and they put, bombs on themselves, and then they walk into a place and kaboom. I don't think that's a fair fight at all. You're a coward. But anyway, so what happened is that these husbands, they were suicide bombers. They died. And supposedly they died at the hands of the Russian government or the Russian army. And they don't think that they actually were successful in the suicide bombings, but they went to fight and the Russians killed them. So now their wives are widows, and now they're labeled as black widows because now I hear that they're more dangerous than their husbands were. Now that's kind of creepy, man. It really is kind of creepy because you have who suspects women to be outside starting trouble, let alone suicide bombers. That's what freaks me out. I mean, yeah, women can be crazy. I mean, I understand women can be, aggressive, but we don't ever look at them as that aggressive, as far to go as far as murdering, and unless you watch that program on who watches that program on A&E where the women are always So Hunter Moore, who was the most hated man on the internet and the revenge porn king, has been indicted. Now, who's happy or sad about that? Oh, man. Well, apparently here, according to CNN, he was dubbed the most hated man on the internet and the revenge porn king. But now Brash, California is at risk of getting a new title, a felon. That's right. California prosecutors are saying that the man was hacking into women's email accounts to steal their nude photos. Question time. I have a question. It's question time with Mikey the Nose. Who actually takes nude photos? Okay, and if you do, why do you even have them in the first place? Are you trying to save them for your next round of people to send them to? I mean, come on. This is crazy. Forget about it. So he's he's hacking into these women's email accounts, stealing their nude photos, and supposedly he was making a website. And this website was about to be going on live. And guess what? My daughter's on there. Who is this? My wife, my girlfriend, my fiance. She's butt naked on this man's website. So rather than shutting him down, guess what? They're grabbing him, putting him behind bars, and they're shutting the door. And this is what's going to happen. I mean, this happened a few days ago. So, people like this, they usually have ties and connections and whatnot. And, hopefully he didn't steal judges. But, this is what's going to happen. He's going to be indicted. Well, he already is indicted. And, the government's going to see what they're going to do with him. And I think it's, I think it's definitely invasion of privacy. In fact, I got to go on my email address really quick. Make sure I don't have anything there that nobody needs to see. Forget about it, right? So that's what's going on in California. And California always has some interesting stuff. I love that state. I love the city. I have an aunt in a suburb of LA. Even I hear that they're getting no rain, and that's something that's preoccupies farmers because you have a drought. Guess what? How about we send some of the snow that we've been getting bombarded with back to the West Coast, so by the time it gets there, it turns into rain because we're getting so much of that we want to push it off. And LA or in California itself, they definitely need rain. Crops are dying. One farmer said that if this happens again next year, he may lose his farm. And we'll lose our strawberries and oranges. And oranges come from Florida, don't they? Oranges come from Florida anyway. Well, we're going to come back with some more interesting news for you guys. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.